This CST Saints Training Camp Report is brought to you by Slap Ya Mama Cajun Products.
Now, before the 2014 version of the Black and Gold Scrimmage commenced, it seemed the defense was already given a huge advantage. You see, this guy was going to sit this one out, but Drew Brees was sidelined not because they were resting him.
In the AM practice yesterday, he strained his left oblique, and so we'll take it day to day, but we didn't want to put him out there the day after, so that's going to require just a little bit of rest. We'll see how it is coming back on Monday and kind of treat it day to day.
Without Brees, the offense still was smoking, where it scored on its first 3 drives with 3 different Saints. If it wasn't Mark Ingram, it was fullback Austin Johnson, or how about a little Travaris Cadet? 3 for 3 out of the gates. Luke McCown was solid, and Ryan Griffin completed his first 8 passes. In the process, the Saints depth chart was given a workout.
We got a lot more reps than maybe we normally would have. The recovery time, comparing this to the handful of scrimmages we've had in the warmer weather, was noticeably different. And so we went an additional roll with each group, the 1s, the 2s, and the 3s, once we saw how quickly we were kind of getting through the practice.
If they awarded a Black and Gold MVP trophy, it likely would have been brought home by Brandon Cooks, who did what he's been doing daily on the practice field. The rookie caught everything in sight, looked speedy on special teams, and was a royal pain to that Saints defense.
Oh man, I'm glad he's my teammate, and I never want to see him catch a ball, but when he does catch a ball, it's pretty special, and that speed. I mean, you can't say enough about that speed. I always say it looks like he's been shot at a rocket as soon as he gets the ball in his hands.
He's explosive, and he's a guy that if you can get the ball to him in space, he has a chance to give you some run after the catch, and he did that.
As for the Saints D, they shook off a slow start to put several nice series together, but its biggest playmaker was an unlikely Saint. How about safety Marcus Ball? This CFL import collected the only pick of the game off of McCown.
He's instinctive. He's a player we saw a lot of film on from the CFL. And the one thing I would say, based on the film study, was his ability to tackle in the open field, and he has very good football instincts. So the interception he has today was a good example of that, and the ball kind of finds him.
The scrimmage didn't lack excitement and was clean for the most part. One of the few penalties, Jimmy Graham's slam dunk celebration off of his only touchdown. Seems like he's getting those out of the way before the real stuff starts. This game wasn't real, but for the Saints, was a good change-up.
Any type of change is good for us. Just not, being repetitive, doing the same thing over and over. Just kind of getting the game flow, and so it was good for us. I think regardless of how well we expected to do, we didn't quite match that, but we made progress. We didn't go backwards today.
So at the end of the day, the Black and Gold Scrimmage was kind of like a Saints sandwich. You had offense, the defense was the meat, and more offense at the end. Well, after this one, the Saints will get a break. They're off on Sunday and have an afternoon practice on Monday. At the Greenbrier, I'm Mike Neighbors with your CST Saints Training Camp Report.